Hello everyone and welcome to Options Paycheck Live. In today's live stream I will show you what trades I have planned and I will show you also performance from the last week. So first let's look at the performance from the last week. As you can see, I collected $67.9 on premiums, which means altogether since April 2025, it's $11,687. And annualized return on investments from the premiums is 32%. If we look on the overview of trades, so I sold premiums on Gamestop, collected $42, it was covered calls, and basically I sold covered calls also on strategy and collected over $300, $363. I didn't sell any covered calls on Groupon because it just didn't sell. I planned, or I put the orders in there, but it just didn't sell. And on Google I was selling actually puts and collected $273 as I was rolling the puts. I was rolling also calls for MSTR or strategy. So then let's go to the portfolio performance. Last week, because of the strategy that was dropping, I dropped the portfolio value dropped by 2%. So my current performance is 22% since April, which is less than S&P 500 and less than Nasdaq. We will go to the detail while this is happening and how I will need to adjust the portfolio. But here, let's have a look on the performance of portfolio, and you can see actually how I am underperforming the indexes, and the reason is because I have the structure of the portfolio is way more risky than it should be, or than maybe well, risky is not the right word. It is structured in a way that it's way more volatile, and actually I think in the case what I have is also way more risky than it should be. And I can talk about the risk here. So basically the portfolio allocation is I have a little bit of Nvidia, right? So this is really not too much of risk. It's rather stable Max 7 stock, right? The same for Google. But I have here Gamestop, which accounts for 1/3 of the portfolio, and you can see that this one is obviously it's a bet on the future, right? It's a bet on the management to be, or Ryan Cohen to be able to create value for stakeholders, but of course it's not cash machine like Google or Nvidia that has that will be profitable in the future and that will be growing nicely into the future. So GameStop is really like sort of, I wouldn't say really uncertain, but it's sort of bet that might go sideways for quite some times, and then at some point it might actually spike a lot. Strategy, it's very similar actually. It's very similar to GameStop. It is again not the stable, high quality stock that that would just grow with time, as Google or Nvidia would. This is way more volatile, and if we look at the chart, you can see that actually it's this is weekly chart, so it's going up and down, and right now let's see where the market or how the market will open. Actually, I think today is the market is closed in the US, and we will open only on Tuesday. But you can see actually that yeah, that the chart is volatile, and even though I entered here at $425 and I was able to push my entrance with the options, an option premium even below 395, it's just causing the drop in overall value of my portfolio. So again, this is bet on Bitcoin, leverage bet on Bitcoin, and it can happen anytime that the that strategy will again turn, and it could go wildly up, but it can also actually break through this channel, and it can potentially break even lower towards 250 level. I think uh, if Bitcoin stays at around $100,000, then this 250 level should be with MNAV equals 1, right? So it's possible that if MNAV is going towards 1, then we could be actually reaching 250 levels. Wouldn't be nice, but then I think this would be really the bottom, and from there we could be actually seeing the turnaround. It's possible that also as the chart is looking this way, right? It's trading. It's not trading very nicely for a couple of weeks, maybe already a couple of months, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's already almost 2 months when it's just going. It's just going basically down. Yeah, we might be slowly due for some turnaround. Even though it might be only partially. So I will also discuss later on how I plan the trades with this type of chart. But nevertheless, if we go back to the portfolio and portfolio allocation, so as I was discussing that the performance of portfolio is now underperforming actually the index. It's because it's the structured this way, right? So it's structured. I have here sort of the risky bets on strategy and Gamestop, where you don't really have stocks that are slowly going just up because they are cash machines, and they bring new products to the market and just generate revenue, but they are more they are more uncertain about what will happen in the future. The gains might be massive, but also then the drops are and might be massive, and that's what you see actually. That's what you see on this chart, right? So the first sort of situation was here. It was the bet on Tesla, and then here I was basically going aligned with Nasdaq and S&P 500. You can see I was getting closer to Nasdaq, and then again bet on strategy, and you see how it is going down. So let me just check quickly. I just want to see when I entered. I think I entered July 18th. So if I look at July 18th, so it was somewhere here, right, when where I entered, and if I go and check here, July 18th, yeah, so it is here. So I was able to, with the options, to still like sort of grow or keep the portfolio stable, but then from July 25 to August 1st, I mean, you can have a look here. I think it was this drop, right? Exactly, right? So this drop actually caused that my portfolio was dropping as well, and then I went almost to the same level, so that's visible here as well, right? So, and this is the funny thing, right? So because I've been selling options, um, and so therefore it sort of equals out the loss. Then even though the price of strategy didn't go up enough, or up to the same levels as it started, I was able, and you can see it here, I was able actually to go to the more or less the same level and outperform the S&P 500 again. However, as the strategy is actually declining even more and more, I am just, I'm just um, seeing this on my portfolio value. But the let's hope here, right? So that it will turn quickly. Might not, but the volume is slowly going down. So it's not that the sales would be accelerating. So yeah, it might be okay. All right. So yeah, this is about the portfolio allocation, and so I sort of feel a need to reallocate the portfolio. I think I will need to go more heavy on. I think I will need to go more heavy on. Let's reload this on Google. Um, Not Nvidia right now, but I think really like more Max 7 stocks, and Google is actually one that I believe most right now. So I'm going to sell puts again with the cash I have, and as I will be going more heavy on Google, I will also keep these bets, but I should actually scale them down. I need to think about how I'll scale down the Gamestop, but with strategy, what I'm doing is actually, and so maybe let's talk now. What are the trades that I plan for? So I can explain actually more about the strategy and GameStop and Google, and you understand how I want to position the portfolio. But in general, I want to have major allocation in high quality stocks that can generate premium, and from the premium I can be buying sort of risky bets. And if you let's have a look actually at Google first. So we can go and check the trades that I'm planning for, and we will start with the Google. So I'm planning for selling cash secured puts on the strike price of $210, and I will be hopefully getting premium of 295. Let's see what the pre-market will show. But what I want to show here is, and we will focus only on selling calls because that's basically the major part of the strategy, right? That I would be owning major stakes in, or my portfolio would be heavily distributed towards Max 7 stocks that can just increase in price, and they can generate some additional uh, revenue stream on premium. As you can see, I can generate like 10% from this 390, almost 20, 25, 25, 20, 23, 25 again. And so if I go closer to 10 delta, so it's quite far away actually from the price, I will be having a return on investment from this between 5 and 10%. which is not 30% that I'm aiming for, but what I will have is that this thing will be slowly appreciating in value, right? So it will be always increasing in value. It will not probably go like this all the time, but at some point, it will be going in the steps. But anyway, it will be it will be just getting more valuable and more valuable in time. And as this will be happening, and I will be in throughout the time, I will be readjusting the portfolio to go always to the max 7. That is maybe like having drops, right? So you can see it with Google when they have all these investigations and so on, that the price was going down, and the PE ratio was down as well. But you could see also those things with Nvidia. I don't know if I have any chart here. So, or you remember Facebook going down, right? So those will be the opportunities actually where I want to readjust the portfolio, and I want to step in actually in those undervalued opportunities on these like high quality stocks that drive basically majority of profits of Nasdaq. And I will be generating premium from these and invest it in more risky bets. Yeah. So for Google, I will be selling puts with $210, and I will be yeah, like sort of hoping that I can enter the position in this price, at this price. Let's see. But let's also have a look on how the options would like, right? So let's say I would have 100 shares, and then I would sell covered calls with 10 delta. Then I would get premium of 59, 58 maybe dollars, depends a little bit like how you open it. And so let me just try out what it means from return on investment, and I can put here Google. So let's say it would be call, it would be premium. Yeah, what it was premium 59 cents, right? So let's say I will have 59 cents as a premium. You will have strike price of $230. Delta will be like 10. So what does it mean? 13%. So with 10 delta, you will be getting something close to 13%. I would like to check actually how does it look, for example, on Nvidia as well. So let's have a look on Nvidia right now. And again, let's go for 10 delta, 33 and 85. So Nvidia, do I have Nvidia somewhere? Yes. So let's say it's Nvidia 33, right? Strike, was it 75? No, it couldn't be. It was 85. Okay, 85. Yeah. So 185. And 10 delta, annualized return on investment 9%. Right, so you will be getting something somewhere between 5 to 10%, maybe 5 to 10% in addition to what the stock on its own is doing, right? So, and if the stock is outperforming Nasdaq, then you will be getting additional 5 to 10%. If it's going down, you will be you will be actually getting better beta, and you will not be dropping so much, which is really nice. And like this extra cash that you generate, you can put in some bets that are more risky, but it can generate, I don't know, 3, 5, 10x, right? So that's how I want to structure a portfolio, and how I want to have like those 3 sort of sleeves, and then the portfolio performance will be looking way less volatile, but hopefully then the volatility will be more towards upside when those risky bets or uncertain bets will actually monetize. All right, so this is the strategy behind how I want to create a portfolio, and we can have a look on other trades that I plan for. And so yeah, for Groupon I have $29 strike price. Let's see if it's getting sold. It's quite far away, and the delta, does delta show here? No, it doesn't, but it's really, it's close to 10 delta. For GameStop it's sort of similar, and as always I should be checking if there is like significant option chain, right? So I will just show you on GameStop how I do it. Let me just go to GameStop, and I plan for actually $25, right? So delta is, yeah, right. So 10 delta is actually even somewhere here, but I would like to not go. It's also like sort of risky, right? If the volatility is going down, then like all of a sudden it can actually spike, and with GameStop, I mean, I wouldn't be like shocked if this spiked. No, it's yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe there. Well, it could be like before the earnings and revenue. Before the earnings call, but well, could also drop significantly. God knows. God knows. Shall I? What if? What if you sell actually closer? Yeah. Well, I mean, I have quite nice base price, right, for GameStop. So I bought majority for 22.75, but with the premiums I got in this quarter, I already pushed the price to 21.40. So if I was selling for 22, yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't be really massive profit, to be fair. So I'm waiting at least for those like 10%. But anyway, yeah, no, it's not what I'm waiting for. Honestly, it's where I put a strike price, but I'm waiting for. Again waiting for some, some volatility and some movements, some upward movements. But it's interesting actually. It's holding the line sort of. It's not what we experienced before, right? So much that it would be like holding this narrow channel, and it would be like really not dropping below. Yeah, well, let's see. There is potential to go. All right, what else we have here? What I want to show you is on GameStop. I just wanted to show you the typical strategy that I'm doing, right? Or tactical move when it comes to options. So what I do is I check usually the option charts, and I check this. So I check actually open interest, and what I can see, not this one, like what I can see actually this week, the open interest is actually not really, we don't have so many options open, so it shouldn't be that the options will drive the price up. Also, if I look at the chart, I mean, I think I should look at technical strong sell. Interesting actually. Interesting strong sell. Support 21.50. Another support 20 and another support 18. So let's go to 1 day. sort of moving sideways, yeah. It is interesting why this is what I want to see. It's interesting that it's like strong sell. Why is it saying this? Moving averages, okay, we are below the moving averages. Okay. Oscillators and moving averages. McAdie level. So buy, otherwise neutral. Interesting. So if we change the timeline, all right. Well, we will see where this goes. Hopefully it will spike again. So anyway, this is the logic, right? So you check the delta, you check the option chain, you check the technical analysis, and then you decide on the strike price. So I'm planning all these orders for Groupon, GameStop, Google, Strategy, and why is this? So this one is cancelled. Yeah, right. So for Strategy, I'm planning for $372. And yeah, well, let's see what it will do. Last thing to check is maybe this clear sign technologies. Clear. What's up? Clear sign technologies. Because that's one of the uncertain bets that I have, and yeah, it's moving sideways pretty much, but analysts rating strong buy, also technical is more buy. I mean, it is somehow moving up a little. This is my entry price, 55 cents, and they are, it should be somewhere here. They are actually increasing the revenue quite a lot. Metrics, financials. I think they see, that's what I want to see, right? So they have the technology, and basically it's about scaling, right? So they started to scale the technology, and you could see it in their materials that they are selling more. You could see it in the press releases. If they keep scaling like this, and they also have indications that they are actually improving margins, and they are right now they are still in debt or in loss, but they keep improving these things, right? So they actually the loss is getting less and less. So surprise, they are improving on this one here, right? All right, so improving. Well, Q1 wasn't really good, but then, or there was negative surprise, but then here positive surprise as well. Where can I see if they are really improving? Reported, estimated, reported, right? So, and it might be a little bit cyclical as well, but this should be actually shrinking, right? All right, so they are scaling the business, and they are shrinking the loss. The margin is not visible here, but they are increasing the margins actually. And so this is really the stock that might be moving sideways for some time, but at some point it will be just going parabolic, right? So it will, the market will realize, hey, this is actually the technology that is scalable. This is the technology, or this is the company that is scaling up, and it will just go parabolic at some point. I wait. I bought a position somewhere here, or actually, what is it? It's daily. Yeah. I wait. I bought the position somewhere here at this level. I'm not sure if here or here, but I wait. I will keep waiting. They have money for next 2 years, so that's okay. And they are burning less and less money. Just wait, and this will go actually massively up. Maybe I will actually increase the position. I need to look again in more details, and will capture the thesis behind. But this, if they continue like with the numbers like we could just see, this really might be a rocket at some point. We will have a look in detail later on. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I show you my performance, I show you how I think about the portfolio, also what trades I plan actually for next week. And please leave a comment if you have any suggestions, ideas, what you like, what you don't like, and see you next week latest. Ciao, bye bye.